but I must to aid the party and get out of here again.
My name is Quarion. I'm an arcane blade trickster, and last I knew we were helping some halflings escape from the hill giants, and then boom, I was here.
Never trust a halfling.
And this is Horatio, my faithful fey owl.
Aww.
I'm Rydak, Warlock. I helped acquire the ship that we currently use and pay for the air crew that's helping fly it.
You're missing several. That was a bad investment.
Oh, okay.
It was a good investment.
Well, I paid 80 gold for a week's worth of halfling crew members, so I don't know what happened to them since then.
They're not halflings anymore. As far as we know.
Well then, and before they leave, we're like, are we talking a fire elemental or a water one? Ha 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 ha. The Dragonborn chuckles. Let us find this elemental and bring him to justice.
Be careful what you wish for.
Alright.
I haven't met a dragon that has been scared of fire. Looking over to the strangely looking half-elf now that used to be a dragon that was totally dragon handling him.
It's a halfling. He turned into a halfling.
Thank you. Stand corrected.
Alright. So, where are you guys?
Where are we on the map?
You are at 17.
Okay.
I'll give you the...
And we're coming from the north, is that correct, from the mines?
Yeah, you came from the mines, yeah.
So we haven't explored anything here.
We explored room 17.
Well, right. Okay.
Which had salamanders.
And fire giants. You gonna clear tokens and re-put tokens on then, or?
Yes.
Who's leading the extensive search campaign that is occurring here? I am new. I do not know who the party leader is. Looking.
We basically follow Leroy because he's got the most hits.
I like this strategy.
That sounds logical to
me. We shall follow the orc.
You hear Rathar break out in laughter.
I'll shoot him a look.
Leroy want to go where? Fire elemental.
Did the departing dwarves give us a general direction in which way to go for the elemental that is escaped loose? Or were they quickly running out?
They were quickly getting the hell out of Dodge.
Well, the only way we can go from here really is the area 14. Unless you feel like riding over hot molten stuff and getting cooked.
Let's let the orc go first. Nope, that sounds good. So
All right. So, where are you going? You're
guess we're heading east, looking at Leroy.
as
Leroy starts walking towards 18.
If you gentlemen would mind, just go ahead and put your character name in parentheses behind your name in TeamSpeak. Please.
Mm-hmm.
all right. Everyone,
There
give
you
me
go.
an Arcana real quick.
That's not my strong suit.
I'm not too bad at it. But I didn't roll too well either.
Stern and Quaron, you know that you feel some wild magic in this area. Extreme wild magic.
Just wild magic, not like phosphorus wild magic.
Yeah. It'll trigger at almost any spell.
So there's phosphorus in the area.
No, it's more like extreme heavy magic, but still.
All right, Leroy, come along. You don't want me to be the first one to find the elemental and kill it before you do.
That's not funny. Leroy like kill. Okay, so walk into 18 looking for this elemental.
Hang on. If you go 18, you're
14.
burning alive, man. I wouldn't go that way. I kind of stop Leroy before he takes that last step. I wouldn't do that unless you want to die with molten lava.
You were not stepping lava. Leroy followed track.
So you're still going 18 or 14?
Leroy, 14 east. You need to go east.
Well, considering that Dwarven maps, east would be north on this. But anyway.
Well, I'm sure you should feel the heat.
Well, yeah. That's why I was headed that way. Leroy thinks that elementals are going to be by fire, so he wants to go towards the lava.
But the forge is the other way. That's where the elemental was being kept.
Oh, okay. Then I guess if we have other information, then I'll go that way.
We don't. I'm just telling you.
Okay, I'll solve this. Even, he's going to go to 18. Odd, he's going to go to 14. There you go, he's walking to 14. He's a big dumb
Okay.
I'm moving quietly. Leroy probably isn't.
That's a decent roll.
That's not bad for Leroy.
in 14, and it's searching one of the carts. You guys see a tail of this creature.
Leroy's seen that before. Little demon man, you want die, or you give us information?
It's sort of like
Leroy will stand next to it.
It says, "What do you want? I'm here to
Leroy
find
want
valuables."
fire elemental.
He's on lower level.
What lower level?
You take elevator, of course. You follow this track all the way around. There's like a big round elevator.
You take Leroy elevator, yes?
I'm busy trying to find loot. He picks up a gold ore.
Leroy make you busy dying.
Leroy good at making people dying.
He grins, a toothy grin.
Alright, give me persuasion. Leroy?
Can it be an intimidate? As I threatened his demon body?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Oh,
Sorry. I was clicking when you popped in. Sorry, Diga.
no worries. That's actually good anyway, I would imagine.
It looks at you. And it just gives you an empty stare. And then Rather goes, "That looks like a chicken. Is that a chicken?"
Tastes like chicken.
Leroy think it chicken. You eat it tasty.
It is a chicken.
More like a tadpole.
Fine, I'll take you. Give me an insight. What do you think of this as a great idea? Anybody else want insight on this asshole?
Sure. Great barbarian fun.
Cabal looks down at this evolving conversation in the hallway and determines.
Yeah, you determine that he's gonna trigger every fighting, he's gonna bring everybody down on you guys.
This devil imp cannot be trusted. My paladin instincts scream at me, we should eat the chicken. Looking at the halfling.
You already told Rathgar it's a chicken. It's an infernal chicken. They raise them in hell. They're already pre-cooked.
Yeah, but isn't it kind of skimpy on the meat?
Yeah,
we shouldn't argue right now. The paladin, his senses are flying off the chart. He's starting to freak out. We should kill it now, before it triggers everything.
Somebody
Spicy hot
says,
wings.
kill it.
Leroy,
attacks.
break it.
Just want me to roll an attack.
I presume it's in front of Leroy and Sturm right now on the map. Is that okay?
I'll just roll an attack in general so you don't have to put anything up.
Well, I'll throw a little tilt touch on it.
And I'll reckless. Ooh, only an 18.
I'm pretty sure I hit.
Yes, you hit.
18 connect.
Yeah. Down he goes. Doesn't have that much hit points.
See, it was a chicken. It was gonna do us wrong.
Leroy will pull out a javelin, stick it through its body, and then kind of hold it up for
Display.
Rathor.
Well, it
He
40 points of damage. You kind of scrape it into a cup.
goes.
It's chicken broth.
He changes form so he can eat.
Hey, quickly, take any valuables it may have on it before it gets eaten. We do a one time on it real fast.
Okay. We're gonna go on initiative to see if he eats it first.
And while he opens his mouth to stuff the imp in, I'll grab the ring.
That'll be initiative. Alright, Leroy's feeds it on 19, so
You really stopped rolling so well, god damn it.
It's not my fault I went to barbarian school.
anybody else wanna roll?
I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
I'm honestly a little confused by all this craziness, so I'll just watch.
Yeah, shaking my head the whole time.
Okay.
Ay, Dios mío.
Feed it to him.
Got it. He eats it, it closes his mouth, and then he transforms back.
Leroy's trying to work on the relationship.
And he says, that was good eating.
Leroy finds you more. We become bestest friends.
What you also see is, you smell something coming off of your left. It smells something's cooking.
More chicken around the left side, maybe. Chicken stew.
Okay, we go to the leftish.
Follow your nose.
You see about 20 goblins attending to meal preparation.
Leroy will be sneaky. Ooh, man.
The goblins pay you no mind. They're continuing their meaningless chores.
Leroy will tell Stern what he sees.
No giants?
We kill goblins?
I yawn.
Leroy want to kill fire giants and fire elemental, not goblins. Goblins, Leroy kill all time.
Goblins will be making meal for fire giants, so maybe if we wait till they finish, the fire giants will be all in one spot. We can kill them all at the same time.
Maybe somebody can poison the fire giant's food.
At this point, you see two fire giants come
Yeah, but they're gonna
walking
recognize ice
in.
cubes in their food.
From 16, if you're looking at the map.
From 15, you mean?
They came out
From
of
16.
the rooms. They're walking down the hallway towards the kitchen dining room, which you guys are in.
Seeing the giants, Leroy will make a wisdom save. Ooh, he's actually good at these now. This won't be as fun. He resists the urge to go run right directly at them and rage. We kill giants now?
Wait, let's see if more show up.
Follow behind him are ogres.
We should ambush him at this entrance here. Set up an ambush kill house right here. Quickly.
How many ogres?
They do arm wrestle competitions. Leroy won't try.
Alright, Leroy. I'm gonna make you very speedy. Are you ready?
Oh, Leroy wants haste. Leroy like haste.
So, put yourself somewhere on the map while I put them in the combat record. Sorry, just had to make sure I had eight, 4, 9, 14. Anybody else, you know,
If so, I would like to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Yeah, I have a cast to do.
As do I.
sorry. Okay, then everybody else roll initiative since I had to get the monster.
I've been rolling garbage for initiative all week.
Alrighty, you are speedy.
I think you made yourself speedy.
Did we get that action prior to initiative or no?
So shit, I had you on target.
You'll get it this round. You're doing combat stuff, so this is all going down. So that's why I'm going to combat rounds right now.
Jason, if you want to remove that haste from me, it's I'll reapply it to Leroy like it's supposed to be.
It doesn't look like you got hasted. That was weird.
Yeah,
Who
I
knows?
It's that last one, grant disadvantage attack. After AC3.
I don't see it on them.
You don't see it on me?
Oh. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you need to remove it from me and then I'll apply it to Leroy.
Alright.
Thanks.
Round area.
Now you are speedy, Mr. Leroy.
Alright, so if we are prepping this round, I will blur myself and then use a bonus action to Blade Song.
So is this the prep round, or this is the first round of combat because everybody did their stuff, right?
No, I didn't, because he said that that was all going to be part of combat.
Right, so we're in combat, but most of us are choosing to prep. Cabal has already gone, so I will end my turn.
Because you did not beat me on initiative, right, Stern?
No, I did not.
So technically I'm not speedy, so I will wait until I'm speedy. Go.
Alright, the owl just fly a little bit and it's...
Oh, I thought we had a round because they didn't know we were here.
No. That's not what he said. Unfortunately.
As he's about to reach for the arm wrestling, he gets up.
Leroy think they know we here.
Diga really want to get a spell off before we all scatter.
And you see him grab something off his neck and throw it at you guys.
Well, he can only really see the guy in the corner, right? And he certainly can't make that angle in the middle because the angle's not there, can he? That was the wall.
Well, he throws it to right there. Why is it not showing up? Lovely. Alright, so I think I got everybody target.
Well, at least starting, you don't have to make a concentration check. And yeah, I know I rolled with advantage, but I'd roll with advantage anyway because of Barbarian.
Is Cluth with you guys? Oh, did you want him normal size or regular size? And what the hell? He's in his halfling form unless you guys really need him.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Hmm. So we got Hemicol to alright, Ogre 9. $29, is he on the board?
He went back to bed.
Yeah, he's in the south west corner of the 14 or 15.
He's gonna attempt to hit Leroy.
We'll just call the haste defense the cover from the wall at this point. Even though that wouldn't hit him anyway.
Alright, I guess I cast haste now. And then start playing. And then move.
Oh, does anybody have the enmity of the Iron Baron?
That would be Leroy.
Okay.
Oh, Stern.
What?
You moved outside Beacon of Hope range.
Oh shit, well, you need to say something when I start moving.
No, I should still be good. If you cast it on me, you should get everybody.
Well, you're 25 feet from me as it stands. Oh, I guess, yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I should
Yeah,
get it.
I'm only 20 feet or 20, 25 from him, so it's 30 foot,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Let me start this targeting over. Okay, yeah, I can get everything.
You saw what they say, right?
Oh, many try. No one has succeed yet.
Oh, jeez.
Some
You
people
throw puny,
do have
puny
less.
fire rocks.
I think I have everybody. No, I'm missing Leroy.
There you go.
How many's total in the group? 7?
Yeah, that's everybody. Well, players.
Okay, anybody that gets healed, it's max heals.
Are you all
that'll
done?
end my turn. Yep.
Alright, number 28. Where did you go? You say boss man kill Leroy. Yes, we must kill Leroy.
Okay. How many feet I got to move here? I can move to right there.
Did I get skipped somehow? Because it
Don't
went
worry
from...
about the turn order. It
Got
doesn't
it.
show.
Got it.
Mur on deck. Are y'all done, Rydick?
Yeah. Almost. I had to get all the effects in place in there, and oh, good, I hit him. I don't know why it did that. Did 9 points of damage, and he is pushed back 10 feet. If he can go back 10 feet.
Didn't add your necrotic anyway.
That's because for some reason it's suddenly not targeting him anymore. There we go. So that's additional necrotic damage, and that's his turn.
On which? Number 26?
Alright. Somebody's got me targeting Stern now.
Alright, Mur.
Going to cast Firebolt on Ogre 28.
Go for it.
Oh, that was ugly. I think I'll move a little bit. And I'm done.
Right.
With the speed of 30, can we only move 3 spaces a turn?
No, the grid is
No.
based on 5.
Thank you.
He sees Leroy, and he attempts to swing at him.
That makes Leroy sad.
And Javelin, he's shooting at disadvantage.
All right, Quarion. Well, I think is up.
Question. Quarion has gone twice now, and I didn't even go once.
Right. Cobalt,
Mm-hmm.
you're
Yeah,
supposed to be after
you should have
Leroy.
been-
You're after Leroy. Go for it. Go ahead and take a turn then.
Has
But it's
Leroy
not-
even gone?
Well,
I
that's about
passed my turn because I was waiting for the haste.
Yeah, and you got the haste on turn 1. This is turn 2.
right.
Right, but I was on 21.
Yes, and Cobalt's on 20.
I just don't know why it's not binging to me. But I mean that's fine.
What do you wish to do?
Did you go after I hasted you?
No, because I was on 21.
What initiative are we on currently?
22.
Yeah,
We-
it started
Round 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so I shouldn't have
Cobalt
gone
would
yet.
go. Yeah. go ahead.
Okay, well then I'll just shoot over here and cast Sacred Weapon, and my weapon turns into a +1 and starts glowing.
Is that like a spiritual weapon?
No.
It's a paladin feature.
Okay,
It's a part of my oath.
gotcha. Alright, Quarion, you're up.
All right. I will walk 10, 15, 20 feet forward, and then I will sneak attack with my booming blade and the rapier of wounding on the giant, assuming I have him targeted correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why it was -1. But I will then use my bonus action to disengage and back up 35 feet.
If you just added the weapon, just putting it on your sheet, it automatically do strength first. You probably just need to switch it to dex for damage.
Yeah, just click on the magnifying glass next to the damage area.
Yeah, it
Make
actually
sure
has it
says
right.
dex.
Yeah, it has it as dex 1d8 plus 5 piercing, 2d6. So I am not entirely sure what just happened. Oh, you're right. So it is 6 more points of damage, and that's the end of my turn.
Leroy will go ahead and get upset. He will then fly over the giant's head, coming around to be next to base Ogre 28 as well, and we'll just unload on the fire giant. And we're recklessing, because why not? So first attack. Second attack. Nice damage. and haste attack. Crap damage.
Alrighty, well then, can't let Leroy there, so we're gonna step up to the fire giant and take a swing. Can't be having all the fun.
You say that now until the fire giant turns around.
I know, I believe it. Alright, so I take a whack, and I don't do a very good job. And can I disengage and back up 10 feet?
Are you
No,
a rogue?
disengage is an action.
No, it is. Okay, then that's it.
Yeah, unless you're a broken second level rogue.
Alright, the owl will just fly up to the fire giant and help Murgatroyd with his next attack against the giant, and then he will fly back.
Alright. Alright, number 9. He will come down to try to smack Leroy.
Ouch.
Leroy, that's funny. Ah, ah, ah.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Whoa, for real?
Scratch Leroy back. That feel good. What looks like near 100 points of damage was only 28.
The dragon smiles as his wings, he activates 2 wands.
Rathor.
Oddly enough, only person in the blast area is Leroy and the monsters.
I will audibly sigh.
So, we'll keep.
Nah, Leroy's okay with it. Especially getting that many monsters. Though Diga, I might need some healing sooner rather than later.
Roger that.
And who else?
Yeah, here comes a level 1 healing word.
That's all you need.
Hey, it'll be maxed.
You can thank me later.
Here's your 4 points of health.
He says, check in!
Leroy, you gonna let him get away with calling you that?
He's not calling me that, he's calling them that.
I wouldn't be too sure.
Ogre 29, where are you?
Thank you, Haste.
Okay. The ogre picks up and starts reading, and the scroll disintegrates. Let me see if we can make the check. He does make the check.
With an 11?
Yeah.
It's not your standard ogre.
The first thing we need to be concerned about is that there is a literate ogre.
Better not be higher than a first level spell then.
It is Bane. So, Leroy.
Yes, sir.
Give me a Christmas saving throw. You made it.
Alright, use my staff of
starting to-
fire.
Yes, and they're starting to use the items, you know?
Looks like I can get over 28, fire giant 9, and the 2 ogres up top.
Fireball.
That should erase my circle.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fireball from my staff. That's okay. I can get the 4 that are north of Leroy.
You sure don't want to include Leroy?
Unlike certain dragons, I don't include my party members in these things.
How bad are you looking, Leroy?
I'm bloodied.
Righty. I am going to on target first.
You notice that the fire giants are immune.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were immune or if they were resistant, so. But the ogres aren't, so that's good enough. I'm going to move away from fire giant number 26.
You're leaving his threat, so you're gonna give him a free swing on you?
It's better than standing there and getting 2 swings.
Oh, you're gonna get the giant a free swing.
Yes, fire giant number 26 with free swing.
Okay.
What'd you do?
Did a cone of cold. that's all I can do.
Hey, Rydek, feel free to please target me to get everybody next time.
It would have only gotten one more ogre if I would have included you in the target range, so.
Okay. Because, yeah, I've got a decent con, so I would have probably saved, and then I'd take a quarter damage from saving. Worst case, half, because I'm resistant to everything. But psychic.
I'm gonna have to drop my mace. Well, no. Yeah, I mean, I would have assumed I would have had my mace out first. Drop my mace and grab the staff and use it to mass cure wounds. Let's see. So that's on Leroy.
Put it on Cabal and it gets everybody, maybe?
Well, that's what it'll still hit. Because that's all that's damaged is in this area here.
Well, I'm damaged, but I think I moved out of your area. So.
Yeah, you're out of your area.
Or if you get Rydek, it should hit everybody that needs it.
Yeah, is it 30 feet from the target?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm within 30 of Rydek.
Okay.
Yep. 25, 10, and 20.
Okie dokie. Okay, let me see something.
Instead of having you try to do it, since it's going to be maxed, just tell us what the max is and we can all adjust it so that it goes faster.
Well, I have it set up here, but I have 34 in there, and I know 34 is not right. It should be more like 27. That's what I was just double checking.
Well, since it's a staff, you get your bonus stuff on it since you're casting the spell.
Yeah. It's just like you're casting the spell, so you get your life cleric bonus to it and all that.
Yep, I forgot about my life cleric bonus. That's what it is. Okay, okay. Here it comes then. I got everybody targeted that needs it, so.
Leroy feel much better.
Oh, well, and I'd get 3 points back, but I'm not damaged. And that will end my turn.
Leroy will taunt him back. He too stupid to use spell.
So if I heard right, I should have advantage against Giant 26 because the owl.
That
is
is correct. Horatio was
Okay.
helping you with 26.
That's what I thought. Thanks. I'm going to attack him with my longsword a bunch of times. First attack.
Miss.
Second attack.
That's a hit.
That's actually your first attack because you were supposed to have advantage.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot to click on that. Thank you. Now the second attack.
Second attack.
Trying. Let me try click again.
You can click the ADV. There you go.
There I go. It went. Just was giving me trouble clicking for some reason.
Hit.
You only had advantage on the first attack.
Oh, okay.
Not all
the
of
whole
them.
turn. Okay. So was that a hit or no hit?
It's a hit.
DM. Okay.
It's a hit. Just,
And I'm going to go ahead and action surge and hit him 2 more times, or try to. And that should be it.
Alright. 14 doesn't like Leroy.
Oh, Leroy's a huge fan of choosing that feat.
Unfortunately, there's nothing. He tried this Whisperers as a higher level, so.
And he cast it?
Yeah.
So no scroll, so he's actually a mage?
Yeah.
All right, Quarion will step up 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 feet, and will booming blade that gentleman again. And apparently, I haven't targeted. There it goes. And will bonus action disengage and use the remaining 20 feet of my movement to back up. And that is the end of turn.
It's next turn.
Alright, Leroy will go ahead and Reckless on 26.
You guys are trying to take out this guy. Their hit points. They have a lot of hit points.
Not that one.
Excellent.
That one has a lot left bleeding out.
So then, let's see. I was based with 28, but he shifted for the Fire Giant to move in, so I'm just going to attack him from here. With the bonus action from dropping something.
Get to attacks normally, don't you?
Yeah, I just use my bonus so that I don't forget it. But then I'll move 5 feet over to 29. And use my second attack. Then I will fly around the giant. Do I feel that he will attack me if I move one more step away from him?
You're not out of his threatened reach.
Right, and so do I feel that going here, he will take a smack at me?
No.
No.
Okay. Then Leroy will go to there and attack Ogre 14.
Why, you don't like him?
With the haste attack.
No, we like him a lot. We just
He's
like
the
him
one.
deader.
He's the one that cast at me, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So using the haste attack, I will attack that one.
So Cabal watches Leroy
Watch it.
just totally tank everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
Ogre 28's down, 14's down, so he's like,
Giant and 3 ogres in 1 round. You're slipping, Leroy. You're slipping. It's only 3.
So Cabal's going to.
What are you talking about? That was 4 hits, 4 things down.
Yeah, I know, but I know you can't count. That's why I said 3.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a swing here with my battle axe at the fire giant. And I totally whiff.
Geez, that's going to make Rathor more anxious too.
Alright. So the owl will move 40 feet, give help to Murgatroyd again against Fire Giant 9, and then back up 20 feet, and that's the end of the turn.
Thanks, Owl.
Horatio the helpful horned owl.
I'm supposed to have one floating around here somewhere, but I don't know where he is right now.
Have you checked Kaluski?
Well, he wouldn't be a very satisfying meal. He just kind of goes poof if you bite him.
Is it me or did the fire giant just move? Got it.
He just.
However, I can
He just.
totally help you with that.
He stepped over Cobalt.
Thought Iron Baron want me dead, chicken. Oh, he dropped, so I would move back. Yeah, that would have happened. I have more than enough movement.
Sorry, too late.
There you go, Murgatroyd. You have an automatic Familiar's Help effect.
That's awesome. I'm going to use my shield on that last hit there.
And then put the effect on.
Ouch.
How bad does he want him dead?
Big chicken.
How bad does he want him dead? Let's double check.
I need to run the dog out real quick. I'll be 3 minutes. This is Cabal. Is that okay?
Yep.
I'll be right back.
I gotta look see what he wants to do, because The dragon makes a symbol.
Like on a drum set?
What type of symbol?
He makes with his claw, he does a bonus action of divine word.
Hopefully he's determining that we're all his friends.
Let's and which it fails. The giant becomes deafened for 1 minute. Okay. He would have got Leroy in it, but he's out of range.
Yeah, that's exactly what that's why I ugged.
So he would have got Leroy with divine word too. So
Leroy would have been cool with that.
Yeah, but he would have chose to do it to you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not that you were in range, and he's trying to kill the other thing, and you're just aside of that. He would have been.
Yeah. But it's all good. Just
I hope so.
knowing what that spell does, it wouldn't do anything to Leroy.
the ogre says, "You kill Buddy, I kill you."
Bring it. Oh yeah, scratch that part right there. Right there. Yep, that's exactly where I wanted you to scratch.
Alright, well we have one giant and one ogre left.
Yep.
Ogre will be there, but ogre will be gone when Leroy goes, so let's do chromatic orb. Let's make it a little bit higher level. We'll do first level chromatic orb on giant. Not sure why that went twice. Just take the 12 off him.
What is your passive perception? Leroy, all your ropes, all your strings look like they've been cut.
Huh?
However, Warren, you saw Blade cut his ties on his stuff.
I saw who? Sorry, Blade?
You saw Blade
Okay, gotcha.
cut his ropes on his stuff. You think something's invisible doing it to him?
I'm not sure why it's not rolling my hex damage. Oh, maybe that's why.
All right. I will move to there. And cure wounds, Murgatroyd.
Appreciate it.
4th level. That will max you out. Just
go fix it on my character sheet.
yeah, that is exactly how many. What you're going to get is exactly how many hit points it would give you. What you need.
Awesome. 34. Thank you.
Yep.
I feel better.
I cast that as 4th. And that's my turn.
And I will try to hit this giant with my longsword.
With advantage on the first swing.
Thank you.
It should.
It should be plugged in there. Yep, it's in there.
Yeah.
I am back.
And I missed anyway. Second swing.
Yeah, you'd think it's his full plate.
And that was just stinky. Yep, I think that's all I got.
All right, I'm going to do the same thing. 5, 10, 15, and attack with a booming blade. It's a 24 on Fire Giant 9.
Why is it not?
That was my. I deselected him. And then a bonus action will disengage again.
Clear and.
Are you remembering to put the wounding effect on him from the rapier?
It's a fire giant. It's not going to get it. But yeah, she should be taking 1d4 damage at the start of his turn.
Ow.
Well, and he moved before too. Did he take the booming damage when he moved?
No.
No, that one hadn't been hit with a boom before.
Yeah, different giant.
He
He came down from up top. It was the other giant who had it.
So I'm going to call this guy's dead. So I will fly over there and use...
Is he dead?
The
Ogre
ogre
4
is.
was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ogre 4.
So from the crit, I will now take my bonus action to do another attack. And then I will use the haste attack.
Alright, I'm gonna pull out the battle axe that's glowing white and shiny. And swing and totally whiff. What is going on here?
Yeah, you think it's that plate mail.
Right, the owl's gonna fly in, help me, and then fly back out.
Yeah, it's not doing much good to help me, apparently.
Who's me? Chiron?
Murgatroyd.
Quarion is good. Yeah, so he's helping Quarion.
Okay, one hit on that, and his second swing will be on Leroy. Leroy, and yeah. At the end of the giant's turn, the dragon uses his tail attack.
He attacked himself.
Leroy laughs.
Damaged himself.
Anyways. Ooh. Alright. Let me clear targets. It's alright. Do you physically laugh, Leroy?
I was telling you that he attacked himself.
I said he laughs. Leroy laughs.
Do you laugh?
Okay. I have not said those words. I was just trying to point out to you.
Hey, I know. The dragon wants to know if you heard if your character's laughing.
Okay, so are you telling me that the giant or that the dragon meant to attack itself?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I've got a huge giant between me and it, so I really can't see.
Okay. Too many people in the way. Okay. Alright, and let's see. Claw. Hit. Claw. Hit. And bite.
Wow, he's still alive. Apparently all this fighter luck seems to be wearing off.
Hey, get those claws out of my feet again.
Okay.
Crit. It was the 2d6 is for what's your 2d6?
That's for his hex, which for whatever reason it's not doing the damage on that one. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not rolling it. So I'm just rolling the extra D6 manually. I've never had this problem with my hex not working before.
What the heck's going on?
Yeah.
So here.
I'm gonna slide to over here. And oops. That's it.
Gonna see if I can hit this giant some more.
I don't think I spelled necrotic right.
Oh, I see what the problem is. I got it misspelled in the effect that's on me. So if you would remove the 2 effects I have on me, then I can apply the proper effect on me now that I've got the spelling correct, and that will work. I just found the problem.
Murgatroyd's done. Ineffective again.
All right, I will try doing the same thing with the advantage from the owl.
Good advantage.
Nice.
And I had him targeted, but it didn't look like it applied it. Bonus action, disengage and step back up.
Nice.
He had 1 hit point. You hear, is it safe to come out? Yep. Is it safe?
All right, there was someone invisible cutting ropes.
Well, it moved. It already moved. You're not sure where it disappeared.
You do know I have blind sight, right?
Yeah. You see a couple of the goblins come out from hiding spots, say, everything, ooh, boss man ain't gonna like you.
He's not our boss.
He won't be your boss for long.
Hey, more power to you. The main boss is down below. You can take the stairs, but he has a nasty fire elemental.
Where are the stairs? I will ask up them. Right after we go up to room 16A, 16B, and 16C.
Alright. 16A, it looks like this room contains an iron frame bed, large casket of dwarven ale, some fresh water. It weighs about 750 pounds.
Oh, and we loot all the ogres and fire giants.
Yes, yes.
Since nobody has said it yet.
In room A, there's a chest that's locked.
Perhaps I should use my rogue skills and see if I can check it out.
That would be an awesome
Good
idea.
idea.
All right, back up, everyone. And I use my mage hand from 30 feet away to see if I can unlock the chest.
Yes, you did it.
All right, and then I also have the hand open it just to make sure it doesn't blast out at us.
It's too heavy for your mage hand to lift.
All right, this is a heavy chest, folks. Maybe someone a little, but it's unlocked. If someone wants to try to open it up,
Did you check it for traps?
I will sneak up there and investigate or perception. Although unlocking it did not set off a trap.
Would you like me to do it?
Sure.
Alright, I will go up and investigate just for traps.
One
Clear.
second.
Maybe Corey assist me.
That I can do. But I believe it's clear. And now you know all about how that chest was made.
Yeah, this is a giant crafted chest.
It was crafted by giant miniature space dwarfs.
Can we take it with us? Anybody have a bag of holding?
Well, why don't we see what's in it? I just wasn't strong enough to lift it up with my mage hand.
Well, I'm just waiting to find out if the DM is going to tell me whether there's a trap there or not.
No trap.
Alright, well, Leroy can lift it. He's good at that. That's why we have him around.
Leroy lifts the lid.
I might be able to lift it too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you might.
Alright, give me a
Forget
strength
you
check.
have that on the belt.
We walked right in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that it's
You're in
45
16 to
seconds away.
8, yeah. You lift the chest open, there's a lot of money.
How much is a lot of
11,000 copper, 3,500 silver, 220 gold pieces, and a bronze plate skull of a slain red dragon. Weighs about 750 pounds.
Oh,
But it's
that's
worth
not going in the bag of
700.
holding.
But it's worth 750 gold.
Right, well, I'll scoop the gold and the silver into my bag of holding.
You do it in front of him?
Yeah, you gotta, be careful.
Well, he's not anywhere near the room, so.
He comes over and goes, yes?
Well, luckily they were able to complete their scouring before he comes into the room.
Yeah, you're able. Give me a sleight of hands real quick.
I'm having the rogue help me do that so he can roll the sleight of hands and I'll assist.
All right, I can do my best.
It'll probably be better than what I have.
You got it in there for where he came and like, what
Well, I
did
mean,
you
we'll
find?
leave the copper for him. We found a pile of copper,
anything valuable inside? Usually goes through the coins. Nothing but coins, coins, coins.
Oh, there's a skull in there.
He digs. He doesn't see a skull.
How can he not see the skull of a red dragon?
From what I could tell, you guys did the sleight of hand, so that's what I
No,
assumed.
the skull will not fit in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Even if it was completely empty, it would not fit in the bag of holding.
That was just
Okay.
gold and silver, right?
Yeah, that was just gold and silver. Gold and
Okay.
silver coin.
You
Yeah,
see
'cause
him. You see him going like, "Oh, York, I knew him so well."
Buddy of yours?
Sorry, guys, that's a Shakespeare's reference.
Oh, I got it.
As is my owl, Horatio.
He goes.
Poor Horatio. I knew him well.
Wasn't it Alas Poor York?
Something like that.
He goes. This is worth money in the right circles. I did not like this guy. This guy was a loser.
I was going to say, considering Cloth has probably killed his fair share of Red Dragon upstarts, he probably wouldn't be considerably broken up about it.
You're welcome to sell this.
Oh, that would be great. Could you carry it for us, as it's
As he
pretty
puts
heavy?
it on, Leroy.
Oh, awesome. Leroy, you're the man. I had no idea you were such a handyman.
I can't carry it.
Can you drag it with us?
Nah, leave it.
You want to leave something worth 750 gold?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, let's have Leroy drag it.
He can.
Nope.
Leroy with his belt, he can lift, push, and drag.
Yeah, I can do that. I can't lift it.
Why don't you drag it, and at the entrance to each room, we'll just leave it, and then explore, and then come back and drag it again.
Perhaps we shouldn't bang it down the stairs on our way to the other fire giant.
Well, I don't think we should bang it anyway. It's not. We don't want it to lose value, but sure. We could squeak it down the hallway.
Nah, Leroy. Yeah, you can go ahead and leave that, Leroy. We don't care.
So are you gonna leave it, or you're not gonna leave it?
Let's take it.
Leroy will put it back in the chest and say we come back when we done here, and we pick it up.
Every once in a while, Leroy has moments of wisdom.
This room's like.
Leroy's wiser than the average bear. He ain't that smart, but
the lock is too big to be picked by thieves' tools. A small or medium creature can reach in the lock and open it with a dexterity check.
Alright, Corian.
I'm
You get to reach your hand in there.
I'm guessing this is me. Before I do that, I would like to investigate it for traps, and then I will do my dexterity check.
Would you like me to do the investigation? Ah, that's good enough.
I'm not horrible at it. And dexterity? So a 13 on the dexterity check.
No, you're having issues turning the dial.
I'll look in and provide him some aid, so he can get advantage on his next check.
Wait,
No,
hold on,
counterclockwise, counterclockwise.
And I don't think that really helped me at all.
Now you're having difficulties.
Yep.
Anybody else want to try?
I'm stuck. One of you needs to try this out.
Well, can you still provide advantage?
Yeah, he can help you.
Yeah, I will help you. But
go ahead,
stuck.
Diga. Give me some guidance there. That lovely, lovely, divine stuff you do.
I whisper sweet nothings.
Dragon says, "Ooh, kinky."
This chest cannot be opened.
This door cannot be opened.
Leroy!
Oh, Leroy, how do you feel about banging down a door?
Indifferent?
I could try to cast Unseen Servant and see if he can go around to the other side of the door and open it from inside. There's like a crack you can slide through or something.
So the door's still locked?
The chest is still locked.
It's a chest. I thought
it was a door. Sorry.
In 16C.
Oh, I thought it was the door too.
This is B.
Oh, it's still B? Okay.
Yeah, I thought we were at the door to be in. We couldn't get in.
No, the door's open. It's just the room is similar,
okay.
but it's a chest.
Well, the rogue got 2 shots at it to get 1 more shot at it. I would actually try and do an investigation.
At this point, the Kaluth is just leaning on the chest while you guys are trying to open it.
Yeah, we got a 21.
Click, because you eventually can do it, so...
21 wasn't enough?
20 was good enough. Anyways, you find money.
Money, 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 money.
Um, 16B. There's about 15,000 copper, 6,200 silver, 700 gold pieces, a drinking horn made from a gorgon's horn and braided with flame-like patterns. It's worth about 2,500. But it weighs about 50 pounds.
I'm hanging back, striking up a conversation with Goloth, like, hey, yo, man. So,
Right, wow.
He's taking out the trident and he's trying to pick his teeth.
Whoa. So, did you enjoy
We'll
that
start
last meal?
shoveling the gold and silver into the bag of holding.
What flavor was that last one?
Kind of meaty. You people were in the way. I was gonna do my prismatic spray, but somebody was in my way.
We'll make sure that the group is well out of the way for the next encounter.
I don't mind Leroy being in the way. It's fine.
Yes, I appreciate you sparing the rest of us as a group as I wave my hand over my fellow travelers. It is, not all of us are as thick as Leroy.
That's why I know he can take it.
I giggle with him.
What's going on?
I'm buying us time. Hurry up with that gold. I don't say that out loud, obviously. Well, after seeing your
He
amazing
knocks
display of skill,
the ring that was on his teeth down out of his thing. Finally got it. He put that trident away back in his.
I'll look at him and go, "What you got there?" Kind of pointing to the ring.
Huh.
That looked like that'd be a nice sword.
Yeah, it got
Well,
caught on.
did he catch it, or did it just come flying out and hit the floor?
It hit the floor.
I'll
Would
walk
you
on
mind
over,
if
pick it up.
I took a look at that? Yeah, well, go ahead. He does it.
And you see him take. You see him get out what looks like a goblet of alcohol and start drinking.
Well, I'll spend 10 minutes to do an identify ritual to identify the ring. And I'll hand Kaluth a wine bottle as he's drinking.
He shares some of his brew if it's empty.
No, my wine bottle's not empty. Need something to do while I'm doing this ritual, so.
So, how many fire thingies you think are left in this hideous place? How deep do you think this goes?
20 or 30.
Facing two of them seemed like it took us a while, although they weren't too threatening. Leroy was able to shrug them off pretty well.
That actually went pretty quick, I thought.
Quicker than the salamander fight, then yes.
My turns were fast because I usually missed.
So were the adventurers able to take the $2,500 sword? Or gold?
It was drinking horns. That'll go into the bag of holding.
Yeah.
So Cabal is noticing that Stern walks out, kind of.
On the ring, there's a symbol of lightning on the ring.
Well, I spent 10 minutes to do the ritual for identifiers.
It's a ring of lightning resist.
What you got there?
It's a ring of resistance. Leroy, are you still here?
Yeah. What's up? Thought you guys were just stealing everything. I'm providing what you guys need for lifting stuff.
No. We have a ring of lightning resistance.
All my attunements are used up. Not interested.
Wasn't sure since you'd be standing in the middle of all those fire bolts and lightning bolts.
Nope. Well, especially because you can only have one resist, so.
Well, this would work. This would work even when you're not raging.
True, but I'm good.
Perhaps we could divvy that up later. I believe there's a few more beasties in here that we should meander around the corner.
Alright, we'll head into 16C. Just go ahead and pop that ring in the party treasure. I'll leave it in the bag of holding for now, unless somebody really wants to use it.
It's a citron, so.
Now, if I have a fire resistance because of my race, would that stack with this ring?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a different resistance. Normally when you get two resistances, You can sometimes get immunity depending on which is giving you resistance.
Now, if you had the Massive Dragon Queen, if you have resistance, then you have immunity.
Oh, but it has to be the same kind, so if I do fire and fire, I could possibly get immunity?
Yeah, if you had the red Dragon Queen mask.
And you have resistance to fire and cold, you will have immunity to cold and fire.
No, you only have immunity to whatever the resistance of the mask is.
Yes, but if it's all 5...
If it's all 5, yes. That's a different story. Most people can't get all 5 of the masks.
Oh, that's
alright, well, yes, we will figure that out soon. Leroy, you want to take the lead?
Why don't we go down to the 16C?
Leroy,
Check out the ogre quarters, or goblin quarters, whatever they are.
Yeah, sure.
I'm guessing it's ogres.
Pretty big beds, probably.
The random other loot in the room is some potions. That's about it.
Alright, well, I will sit for 10 minutes and identify the potions also. Leroy, there's still 3 pixie dust in here.
One you recognize as a potion of superior healing.
Ooh.
That's nice. That's very nice. I'll hand that to Leroy.
If somebody else needs one, I've got a couple.
Gotta get you a little bit more topped off there. Not topped off, Leroy, but.
Well, yeah, don't forget, there should be more because of your healing bonus.
Well, I was thinking about that, but this spell is takes 10 minutes to cast, so that will be over by then.
Right, but you still get your life domain bonus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's in there.
Alright.
Is it? It's only a +3, it says.
Yeah, it's... let me reread that. Oh, actually, it should be just one more. It's 2 plus the spell level. So 4. Actually, that should be a 4.
Right, plus your wisdom.
Plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, my wisdom bonus. Dang it. All right, by 7.
Alright.
Though, and that does hit everybody else, but I think I'm the only one that's hurt.
I thought there were a couple others.
No, I topped everybody that needed it off. Well, one person that needed it, and everybody else was pretty much full.
That was me.
I'll just go through potions, the standard potions for the rest of it, once we're done with the looting area of this.
Yeah, I'd love to take a potion just to have one on hand should one be needed.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
So while you guys are going through this room, I'll just start drinking potions so that I'm good for the next room.
How many potions you got, Leroy?
I always start every mod with 20. All it is gold.
Inside, you see some, inside 16C, you see more bunk beds for large creatures, and a couple goblins cleaning the room.
Let's try to get a surprise on them and go, go, go.
They're just goblins. Let them clean. They don't know any better.
They look like they're doing their assigned task, you know?
Well, should we begin looting the room before the dragon comes in?
Inside here, you just find, you find what appears to be 3 live chickens.
We found the treasure room. Turns back to the dragon.
Leroy will remove the heads from the chickens and present them to our dragon friend.
And there are no giants sleeping in the beds that we can tell or anything like that.
Nope, this is where all the ogres slept.
Alright, well, we'll rummage through ogre belongings and scrounge up what we can.
Kicking up each bed, making sure they're not stashing anything under it.
Goblin says, "Don't do that. I gotta clean." Don't make my job hard. I get paid for this job. I get paid a copper a day.
Well, on the bright side, then you're earning your copper.
Exactly. And you're just ruining my hard work.
Well, we can give you 5 copper if you show us where the secret treasure room is. But you must act quickly.
I don't know where one is.
You don't know any secrets that we would be interested in
Not
for
on
5
this
copper.
level.
Okay. Going once. I'll begin to walk away.
Dragon says, "Can I eat them?"
Those are like Tic Tacs to you, aren't they?
Yes, but they're still food.
Walk back to the goblin. So, new thing. Show us something cool or the dragon eats you.
You wouldn't do that.
We wouldn't do that. It's gonna do that. Does it see like the dragon yet?
Yeah, it's popped his head in and it's like,
You gotta give us a reason to keep you alive, buddy. We need your help.
okay, how can I help?
I quickly look to the group for ideas. Well,
the dragon needs a teeth cleaning, so when he opens his mouth, you get to do that.
Oh no, I don't go anywhere near the ugly thing over there.
Well, where's the boss? That'd be handy information.
Oh,
He's downstairs.
Downstairs. He's dealing with the Titan at the moment. They're making a flame tongue. Don't know what that is. Do you have any idea what it is?
a flame tongue.
Do you know if they any traps downstairs, or if it's safe to walk around?
A lot of salamanders. They leave
How
me
many?
alone because I clean.
How many fire giants are there usually on this level? Or better yet, I'll rephrase the question. How many fire giants make this their home?
Lots. This is one of the, this is a, what you call it?
Fire giant keep.
Yeah, exactly.
Did we want to take a short rest?
I don't think we really need to, do
I
we?
would be okay with it.
A little late now.
I mean, we're kind of in the heart of the beast.
And I just drank 350 gold, so we didn't have to.
Alright.
Let's tally ho. Well, Mr. Goblin, I leave you to the dragon.
Aren't you still under the effects of maximum healing?
Nope.
No, okay.
Yeah, that only lasts a minute. And we fooled around with the first door for more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I turn to the goblin and go, well, too bad you weren't able to offer the group amazing information that would sway the dragon otherwise. Just slowly walk away. And I'm gonna go back down this hallway to just kind of keep an eye out from our backside.
Mm-hmm.
Right, well, we need to go through... No, we need to go through 14.
Well, I thought did they point us to the stairs downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Which are over on the...
Or you can take the elevator.
Where is the stairs on this map? I'm sorry.
The west side of 15.
Ah,
right underneath
gotcha.
18.
Well, we know the fire elemental's down. Do we just want to head on down since it's right here?
And you got the Baron. Don't forget the Baron.
What Baron?
Probably the guy in charge of the keep.
Yes.
The one we came here to deal with.
Yeah.
Leroy starts walking down the stairs.
Come on, group. Leroy's heading into the thick of it.
Prepare for a fight.
I put a boot in the goblin's ass and shove him toward the dragon. Have fun.
And you see the dragon pick him up, and he gets up, put some sauce on him, and then eats him. Southwest.
Finger looking good, huh?
He put some sauce on.
He's gobbling it up.
Oh.
He put some sauce on the falcon. Tries to see. That might taste good.
So as Leroy begins descending down the stairs, is our dragon friend catching up to us?
Oh yeah.
Well, as usual, we let Leroy lead the charge down the stairs solo in case there's traps, and then we follow right behind him once he gives us a trusty hand signal. Well, but Leroy had already said he was going down the stairs, so that was
let me give you
2 minutes ago.
Let me give you the lower level map then.
I will go in front of Leroy and check for traps.
Leroy allows that because he doesn't really look for traps.
Leroy pays traps no mind.
Even better, traps don't pay Leroy mind.
Traps are for mortal men.
Activating, disarming, same thing.
Alright, so give me an investigation first, since you're actively looking. Or you can use perception, whichever one. You don't see any traps at the moment.
I will continue going.
Give me a second. I've got to put the map down for you, and gotta look up the spell real quick. Because somebody failed.
Roll your D4. Stern. Head guidance.
Well, the guidance came in late.
Sorry.
Yeah, even the D4 is not going to help him because its DC's over 20. It did not save right where I need it saved. Lovely. Let me put you in the right folder. Campaigns. Storm. You hear the sounds of torture.
Ew. Where are we? Which room?
You're coming down these stairs.
Into
Got it.
31, it looks like.
Yep.
User disconnected from your channel.
Uh-oh. Who was that?
Not sure. It looks like it was Rydak.
User joined your channel.
Is everybody on the board?
Affirmative.
Yep.
Yep.
This is not familiar.
Oh, you don't have the owl?
Yeah, the blue one. There we go.
Sorry guys, I gave you like 2 maps, one's the grid.
I appreciate the thoroughness.
That way you can... You're going right into
No, that's good. That way we can see where the stairs comes out at. Okay. Leroy, get in front, man.
Stern was in front.
What you see is a an empty room at the moment.
We were hearing sounds of torture.
Yes.
From where?
You think it's echoing from the doors.
To the west, to the south.
You think it's to the southeast.
Right, well.
You see anything down there, guys? Hear a whisper come up the stairs.
You're looking around, and the only thing you see goblin peeling potatoes.
Well, Stern, you want to lead the party in? Shall we hang here?
No, might as well move forward.
Which way are the screams coming from?
Southwest, he said it.
South.
We think.
Southwest, yeah.
It's
Leroy
echoing.
walks in. He owns the place. Oh, southwest. Huh. That makes sense.
You see these double doors have 3 bars on them.
The doors to the north or to the south or where?
The double doors.
The ones that Leroy went first.
Right there where my arrow is. Those doors.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like there's 3 bars on your side and a keyhole.
Interesting.
They really don't want people going that direction, I guess.
But that's not where we're hearing the sounds of torture from.
Nope. I'll continue going at and looking for traps as I go.
Yep, I'm sticking up with the group, but keeping a good distance.
In here, you hear the sound of water in these tanks.
Ready?
Are we going swimming or are we going south?
And the doors to the south have 3 bars and a lock on them.
Do they have any openings at all in the door?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to search room 33.
Something's swirling inside the water.
Should we let this out? Is it like hot?
No, it's
Like
cold.
Do we see a latch on it anywhere? Does it seem strange that fire giants would have big tanks of water, or?
Well, not if you want to cool down heated metal. This is a forge.
You see a face in the water.
I don't think this is regular water. I think they're harnessing this. Perhaps
I think there's a critter in there.
Perhaps we should let it out just as we leave and see if it can create mischief and a distraction for us. maybe use the mage hand and enter the room to the south, and then open up the thing, if we can get through that door.
I think we should leave it right where it is. Which one of the tubs has got the swirling?
Or do we see a face in each?
You see a face in each.
That
Large
would make
size
sense.
each.
Yeah, let's just leave that where it is at this
Yeah.
point.
Does anybody understand what it just said?
Nope.
It said go 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 go.
Exactly.
Ask it would it like us to set it free?
Would the dragon understand it?
Dragon raises an eyebrow ear and it's asking who you are.
Well, let them know we're here to vanquish the fire giants for once and all, and silence these forges.
I can only translate. Can't talk it, but I can understand it.
Is there a bucket of water near the ground or anything? I'm gonna try to communicate by looking at it with the bucket of water and then pouring the water out.
Give me an arcane.
So I end up like...
Anybody else would like an arcane when you're looking at this?
Yeah, I'll give it one.
Sure.
But yeah, we were trying to signify that we might be able to let the water out.
Corian, you know that these trees are portals to the water, to the plane of water plane.
I tell that to the rest of the party.
Everybody else thinks it's a good idea.
No, it's a bad idea. We want to save resources for fighting fire giants, not water elementals.
Well, let's mosey along and try to find a key for these bars then.
Can I see if I can try to unlock it?
Far as getting to the lock is the issue, because the lock is 60 feet in the air.
The lock is 60 feet in the air?
Yeah.
Is there anything...
That's way too tall even for a fire giant to reach.
Sorry, they're about, the lock is about 15 feet.
Okay, so that I can move up to 15 feet away, cast Mage Hand, and use the Leisure de Main to try to unlock the lock.
Alright, give me a dex check.
While all this is happening, I am moving away towards the group out of next to the cans.
And I accidentally clicked save, but it would be the same modifier.
You hear a click, but the bars are extremely heavy because you got one in the middle, one at the top, and one near the bottom of the door.
I tell my strong colleague Leroy, I think I got the lock, but someone else is going to need to take care of the bars, and then I back away.
Okay, how tall's the high bar?
It's about 15 feet. 14 feet.
Okay, and I'm assuming that the bars, since they are substantial, I'll be able to stand on the medium one to lift up the big one and then throw it down?
Yep.
So I jump up to the medium, which I'm assuming, since you said 14 is the tall, it's less than 10 feet, and since I'm wearing my boots of striding and springing, I easily make that distance, even from a stand.
Yep.
And then I lift off the bar. Do I need a check? How heavy
Yes,
is it?
you're gonna need help. It's more than what you can lift.
Even with this belt?
Okay, well then, if it's more than I can lift,
You need
I will
assistance.
say, obviously, the giants do not use this door.
Well, the double doors on the other side have the same situation, though.
Well, right, but Leroy looks to the other side. There's only space for one giant to stand here. So, if one giant could not lift it by himself, then there'd be no way for them to get it.
Are you saying we were deceived by the goblin upstairs?
Those are 10-foot squares, so that's 30 foot across. There's plenty of room for 2 giants to stand there. Okay. Perhaps Diga can get up there.
I will reach down and give Diga a lift up.
Okie dokie.
Okay, give me an athletics with advantage.
You want to hit me with a guidance before I do this?
One sec.
Yep, you're able to make it up there.
So, a second check for the medium bar.
Diga, what belt do you have?
Fire giant.
The bar comes off for you. With just one finger.
'Cause I'm strong like that.
Leroy is very proud of his kin.
But when you take the bar off, there's all these runes on the holding them in place. Why the bar didn't move?
Like when I'm moving?
Diga.
Huh?
You gotta be a fire giant, but because you got their belt, it qualifies you as a fire giant.
These are magical doors.
Leroy's reconsidering not having attempted to court, or the Leroy version of courting, at how strong Diga is trying to get these doors out.
Dun, da, da.
She does appear like she would whoop you.
Alright, well, let's check. You gotta bring those bars down.
Okay.
Let's see what's beyond this.
Yeah. Go. Go,
Diga,
go.
Do I need to roll, right?
No. For you, you don't need to
They
roll.
come off.
They come off for you. Everybody else is like, you gotta roll.
Or unless I pull those down too.
Are you opening the doors, or what are you doing?
Yep, as soon as Diga gets the bars off, push the door open.
Okay. I'll get...
Yeah, they come off for you, no problem. The rest of us have to struggle.
So come here, and then I need to open the door then.
No, you just need to lift the bars, I think.
Well, why don't you just have her open the doors? Otherwise, you know, I mean, you may want to give the belt to Leroy so he can just do all this lovely stuff.
Leroy has a better belt, actually.
Yeah, but does it open up fire giant doors? The paladin kind of looks at him. It's funny.
I can do this. I'll open the door.
Leroy very proud of Diga.
They open for
Thank you,
you
brother.
quite easily. Inside the room, you see 4 fire giants working the forges.
Are they armed and armored?
Well, I guess they wouldn't have armor on if they're in the forge, because that would be really hot.
I wouldn't think so.
They do appear to have armor.
It's a dry heat, man.
But they don't have any weapons, so that's okay.
Their weapons are on the side, but still.
Just the molten ones they're working on. But let's give old Leroy a wisdom save. He still has the thing from Diga's ability. But I'm going to say he does not outright just run and attack one. He waits for his companions to be ready.
You hear, "Oh, what are you doing here? You should not be here."
We come for free treasure day.
Leroy here kill fire giants.
Heard there was a barbecue.
Arms to arms.
Yes, we all have 2 arms. Congratulations. That's very observant of you.
Kill the wisecrackers.
Okay, now you're going a little too far.
Time to earn your freedom. Right. Just give me a 5-minute break to set everything up.
Sure, I'll go
Yeah,
smoke a
take a
cigarette.
bite.
Okay.
Time for a bio.
Be right back.
Because I gotta finish inputting this creature in here real quick. Legendary actions. Get those out of the way.
I'm back. Is anybody here? Can someone
Yeah,
explain?
I'm here.
I have a question. What's the difference between the two modules that are listed, the same one as this one? Like, this is the hardcover, but like on my previous runs, I've been doing what I thought was module 05, but this is a whole different module. Does that make sense? Like for Adventure League?
This is hardcover.
So,
Right.
so this would be something like 05-00,
Yeah.
Chapter 8 of Storm King's Thunder.
Okay, so it's just marked 00 and then Chapter 8.
Correct.
Right. So the
Or you just put
hardcovers you
SKT
actually...
Chapter 8.
Okay, and then the other ones have 05-06. Yeah, so
Yeah.
and those are different. That's not the hardcover.
Correct. Those are
Right.
the one-off modules.
One-off modules. Got it.
Well, they're episodic in nature.
They're add-ons, correct, for the season?
Right, they're the season modules that don't necessarily, those events take place around the events that happen in the hardcover.
Got it.
And then you got the hardcover, so you list that as DDAL 05-00, and then in your notes you put in, chapter whatever.
And then our normal notes, right, of we went down to the forge, and right?
Yeah. I mean, whatever you want to put in your notes, usually.
Right.
Usually I just put in, we did chapter whatever, we completed chapter whatever, things like that. If I was awarded any items and things like that, that's what I put in my notes. I mean, whatever you put in your notes.
Right. And those modules are all designed to be played in 2 or 4 hours total, rather than having a 4-hour session.
Which is what the hardcover is for each session.
Depending on the DM, but mostly 4 hours.
Got it.
I mean, with the hardcover, if you wanted to, you could sit down and play an 8-hour run of the hardcover. If the group were to sit down and do that, but it can be done in 2, 4, 6, 8-hour blocks, whatever.
Right, and it's all cumulus.
Right, and you earn your downtime and renown based on how many hours you play.
Alright, so I'm gonna put the thing right there.
Well, that helps, thanks. And so every season has modules like that, the one-off modules, so to speak, of the hot cover.
Yes.
Right.
Cool. And will it automatically keep track, like when you log it in, that we're on Chapter 8, obviously, when it comes to modules played?
Not necessarily. I mean, if you're talking about AL Online tools,
It will only,
is that what you're asking about?
No, in the D&D Adventure League itself, it keeps track of what modules you played. So, like for Cabal, it's got me logged as DDAL 05-06 and
Yeah.
07.
So your DMs had marked that you had played those when you're playing the
Right.
hardcover. It does not work the same way. It'll show that you played it 3 or 4 different times because it's by chapter, and that tracking system isn't picking up the chapters. It looks like we
Very
have
good.
4 exciting fire giants and a titan.
Cool. Is everybody back?
Yeah, in the AL Online tools, it'll show that you beat the hardcover, but it doesn't keep track, like you said, it doesn't keep track of the chapters and whatever. Right.
But everybody knows that.
Well, that's where your logs come into play. So because you remember, by AL rules, you can't play the same module or chapter twice with the same character.
Correct.
That's why in your notes you put in there that you begin a chapter or you completed a chapter or something like that. Because in some cases some chapters are actually set up where they take place in 2 parts. So you need to have it in your notes that did one part, so you can come back and do the other part later. If you need to do that with it, like for whatever reason, you may need to go back and do that second part with another DM. But you'd have to have that in your notes.
And if you don't, then you're not eligible for the second part?
Right. And some DMs even then may go, well, I'm not sure that you actually did that, and I can't let you play the chapter. But most of them, they're like, okay, you done the first part, well, you can come back and finish the second part. Most of them are not going to have too big of a problem with it.
But it's at the DM's discretion, as always, right?
Right.
Alright. Alright, everyone wants to roll initiative.
Good grief.
Only one of these look female.
Which one?
The one in the back, number 23. And she does have a conch on her.
That bitch is mine.
I'll let you go first.
Did we get 8?
I should have cleared all the effects. Hold on, let me give everybody a short rest, and then I cleared all those effects that already expired, and then I'm gonna have roll every NPC initiative. There you go.
Were you rerunning initiative or no?
Yeah.
So I don't get to keep the nat 20?
Really? No, the Dawn Titan would have gone first.
And I've got to reapply my resistance. Oh, it already is.
Yeah. Keyword, it says it'll never expire, so.
Hold your action, Stern.
Hold my action?
Until after I go, at least.
Well, what I'm going to do isn't going to affect you.
Okay, well, I mean, just so nobody moves. I have everybody, I can hit everybody with beacon.
Are you going to make Leroy fast again?
You know, I'm debating it.
Because that means I can drink a potion and attack this round.
Well, it's either that or I try to hold one of the fire giants in place.
Hmm.
Your spells, man. But you see Leroy reaching for that giant potion.
Oh, you still have one?
You've got 2 left.
Alright, then I'm gonna... Let's see. Let's try this then.
The only one that the Dawn Titan's the only thing that will overcome your resistance.
Alrighty, why not? This looks like a good thing to try. Oh shit, never mind. I gotta make sure I have it memorized for the day. That isn't gonna happen.
Are y'all done?
No. Alright, so it's either lightning bolt or haste. Which would you prefer?
Lightning bolt.
I know you would. So, right. We haste, Leroy.
No, you don't want to
Gloves
haste.
first, damage later.
I'm going fast.
Did it give the right one? Yep, it did. And then I'm going to back up to where everybody else is. And as a bonus action, start Blades on.
Beacon of Hope coming up.
Y'all done?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself. And I'm going to get a little brave and move right here. And then ready in action with my, ready with my, my battle axe. That's my turn.
Look at the fireball formation.
Yep.
Would you like nature checks of what it can do?
What? Nature? I'd love nature checks.
Well, you
Oops,
know
I just rolled it with my owls and myself.
well, Stern knows that this creature can do fireball at will.
So my cold resistance is helping me a lot.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, your fire resist will not work on. It will go. It will eat right through your resistance.
Why is that?
Because it's empowered. Well,
Fire Giant 13 gets knocked back 20 feet.
13?
Yeah. If he can move back 20 feet, then he got knocked back 20 feet. If
Okay.
not, then just the 10.
Leroy, elemental priority target.
Okay, for for my haste action, I will go ahead and drink.
At the start of your turn, anybody within 30 feet of him takes 10d6 fireball.
How far away did you say?
30.
So we're all further away.
Just give you a heads up.
Yep.
Yeah, which we're talking about the Dawn Titan with that?
Yeah.
Got it.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, Leroy. Go for it.
Okay, so I go ahead and chug the potion.
At the end of Leroy's turn,
I will then move action, fly to there. Whoa, hold on. Bonus action rage, so I can fly. And then I will take my standard action to attack the Dawn Titan. Second attack.
alright.
That's all your damage, Stern, just letting you know.
Okay, as soon as it hits 50, let's see.
It disappears?
Ooh.
Turns into an icicle?
It surrenders and gives us all the gold.
Gives us ice cream.
Has a baby.
It splits.
Is this a magical effect?
It's a legendary effect.
Just checking. Please let me know if it attempts to cast a spell.
Alright, is that the end of its action?
No, it's legendary action, so it appears right here. And you may now proceed to whoever turn it is. Oh, it's the owl.
It's the owls. I'm just gonna have it dash. So it's down by Leroy. And that's the end of it, and that is the end of its turn.
Okay. Fire giant number 23.
The female.
So he goes to here.
Feathers.
Oh wow.
Aww.
He is the owl of 1,001 deaths.
1002 now. Yeah, Leroy. See him like dodging and weaving.
Thank you, Stern. That would have hit.
You're welcome.
So does anybody else think letting these water elementals out is a good idea?
Yes, I tried to say
No.
that in the beginning. Yes.
I think they might, be glad to be free and fight the bad guys.
Especially if there's a fire elemental in the same adjacent room.
Or we
What
just
part of that's a portal to the elemental plane of water did you not understand?
Or we just get elementals on both sides.
Yeah, it's a tough call. I'm not going to do it yet.
Yeah, we'll just, it's an option. Let's hope things don't fall apart that we have to use that
I say
option.
risk it. They hate each other.
Yeah, I say for now I'm just going to shoot at the giant, what number is that? 12.
Yeah, see if we can get some giants down, because those fire elementals, or whatever they are just going to continue to split off if we focus damage there. Before you know it, we'll have more enemies than we can deal with.
Yeah, it did a little damage at least last time. And I'm going to move adjacent to those tanks. And I'm going to look for a way to open it. And that's my turn.
Okay, so Quarion will start by bonus action to start the Blade Song. Then he will cast Invisibility on himself. And, sorry.
Dawn Titan next.
If you can take off the blur effect, and then I'm going to move 50 feet.
What blur effect?
I accidentally clicked blur as well, so that grant disadvantage, although it has the same effect as being invisible, shouldn't technically be on there. It should just be invisible.
Alright. It's fine. Let's continue. Okay. Are y'all done?
Right, yeah. I am finished.
Alright. The start of the turn. Each creature. What potions are on your body?
Bunch of healing potions. And then some strength ones that I haven't gotten rid of.
All your string is burnt. Just telling you that right now.
Okay.
Fortunately, it goes right through your resistance.
Now, would that affect the fire giants too?
Yes. Skip once. I'm making sure I'm hitting all the skip real quick. And couple, everyone but 12. So, skip. And actually, now, Leroy, I need you to start making saves for all your potions.
Okay. So he's dealing me psychic fire damage?
It overcomes It overcomes all resistance.
He's got the elemental feat.
Yeah, empowered.
Empowered isn't the same as defeat. Empowered is
Overcomes
reroll your damage.
resistance and immunities.
So all of their abilities do that?
Yeah. But only for this Titan.
Yeah, only the big one, not the little ones.
Yeah, the little elementals and the fire giants and all that are taking this damage too.
Well, the fire elemental did not. That's why I'm asking.
The fire elemental resisted.
But you can't resist it in that way you just were saying?
That's the point that I'm trying to make.
I know, I was just trying to connect it for him.
Alright, I'll fix that. So it took some damage. I'll get 42. What the hell? There you go. I got 42.
Thank you.
So what type of save would you like me to make?
Dexterity. You gotta get a 19.
Get 19.
I'm assuming this is an effect that I can see.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm going to get advantage on dex saves anyway because of the haste.
Mm-hmm. You gotta roll for each potion.
Alright, let's see. Starting with the other potion of giant size.
Ooh.
Fail.
Can I give him my advantage? Or inspiration?
Inspiration, yes. And you're dumb enough to fight this guy? I'm giving you inspiration. And still failure. Anybody else want to use it?
Don't have one, or would.
I'll use mine.
Leroy will use his own. Nah, it's not meant to be.
Oh well. Goodbye, giant strength. Okay, next.
Okay, potion of storm giant strength. Keep that one. Yay.
Yes.
Potion of fire giant strength. Lose that one. Oh darn. Let's see. Potion of superior and potion of supreme healing. We'll do superior first. Fail.
Yep.
Succeed.
Do you have anything else?
Potion of heroism. Oh, I've got a bunch, man.
Alright.
Fail. 5 potions of greater healing.
Yes.
Wow. Watching each one explode is like heartbreaking. Save 2 of those. Save 3.
Was that 5 on that one?
Yep. Save 3 of those.
And now the 13 remaining potions of healing.
Just do an attack so you can divide it up so we know where to start.
Okay, so I've got 10 left and I've saved 2 so far.
Alright.
Oh, and I wasted a crit. So that's total saved 4.
Keep it up. There you go. Boom. He's on fire. Aw. That was good there for a bit. Boom. Now, are we watching these things just explode on his body?
Yeah.
Yep.
They're just popping around.
So that's a total of 8, if I count right.
Yep. You don't think it's a good idea staying near him?
I'm a barbarian. This is what I do.
Well, now he gets to do his attacks. Clear all the targets.
Nothing if not consistent.
Mind you, you would have been dead if you would took the full blunt. Giant says, that hurts. I better get out of here, man. He says, you little man.
I am invisible, remember, and he didn't see me go there.
Okay. Deegan.
Yes.
You have a choice. You can either use your athletics or dex saving throw, or you can use athletics. He's gonna try to pick you up and try to throw you in the lava.
I will use my athletics.
Okay.
Can I give myself guidance?
Yes.
Nice.
I'll let you know, because guidance is
Okay.
an action.
Oh, well, there we go.
Nice.
You
Didn't
slipped
waste a point.
out.
Wow.
Get away, Dika. Get away.
It's not my turn yet, though.
But I'll give you a 5-foot movement away, too.
Was that 10 or 5?
Yeah, that's 5.
The big
So-
squares are 10, right? No.
Mm-hmm. That's why.
Is anybody else wondering where the dragon is right about now?
He's flapping right there. It says, "Ooh, I got a target, and there's a big chickens over there." Yeah. What the hell? You guys need some help.
Cabal just watches the fire giant get nearly obliterated. But it just doesn't want to disintegrate fully.
Diga, you get a free swing on the elemental as it goes right by you.
Well, hang on. Cabal had an action that was,
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll take a swing at that elemental. Now do I get a, because he moved out of my reach, so do I get a another swing for him
Since you're
moving out
ready,
of my...
yes. You're ready, yes. And this is your reaction, yes.
Right, got it. And that one misses. That's...
My shot at it.
I believe so.
Oh, that hits?
Get the fire elemental targeted, not the giant.
Yeah. Oh, well, still, I'm kind of surprised I rolled a 3.
It's a fire elemental. It's not as bad as the main one.
Certainly
or the fire giants.
Well, plus 11, 2 to hit helps.
Certainly doesn't hurt.
He sees Leroy. Reaches in the forge and throws a molten iron at you.
Thank you, Stern.
Rock time. Stern, you're up.
Yep.
How bad is Leroy?
Bloodied.
The question is, are you going to stay next to it?
I have to.
Well, you can disengage, but yeah.
Yeah, Diego, you need to make sure he stays alive, please.
Yeah, well, and I would love
Look
to.
where he's at. It's like cut off. My character next round was going to assume that Leroy has fallen. We should fall back a little bit.
Oh, I forgot to mention. 2, 3, 4.
Uh-oh.
Cluth, grab Stiga with her tail and bring her over here.
What?
Thank you, Khalid.
Looks like I can get all 3 of them right there.
Yes, you can.
So I will do a shatter right there to hit all 3 of those giants.
Giant says you are cowards.
Would we be here if that were true?
Some people are stupid.
Wow.
Indeed.
They are wearing metal, if that makes a difference.
I don't know if that makes a difference for shatter or not.
They're not comprised entirely of metal or crystal, so no.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, I think they have to be made from stone or crystal or metal. Like a
And that would actually that would make them vulnerable to the damage.
No, they take disadvantage on their save.
And make them vulnerable. That's both.
Are y'all done?
I am going to move away from this fire elemental.
At the end of your turn, the 60-foot cloud appears.
Is that a spell cast?
No, this is his legendary action.
Who is going? Who's doing the legendary action?
The
Well,
Titan.
the question is it? Can I do counterspell to stop it?
No.
Whoa.
One creature within 60 foot. Any resistance immunity to fire damage gained by spell or magic is suppressed. So it will try to see Quern, do you have any items that have fire resist?
I do not.
There you go. Nothing happens. Hey, are you all done? Diga.
Alright.
Kalut did save you by using the legendary attack to grab you and put you behind him.
I noticed that. I thank him for that. Can I see Fire Giant 15? Is that a wall or is that like a ledge that I was on before?
There's a wall between you and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You might
And
be
a
able to see
dragon.
the fire elemental, and that's about it.
Actually,
Okay.
he's gonna let you, instead of being behind him, he's gonna let you ride him.
Oh, wow. Okay. On his back.
Yeehaw!
On his neck, too.
I was about to say, you need to be on top of his head if you want a good vantage point.
So, you basically got view to everybody in that room.
Okay.
Not Fire Giant 12.
But 15 I do.
And
Yeah.
you share his immunity while being on him.
Nice.
He doesn't
Thank
have
you.
immunity because he's in the circle.
Thank you, buddy.
It's not that circle is the the fire ore is only 30 on the Titan. The
Yeah,
bigger
but you said
one,
everybody in the 60 is suppressed.
it's mainly where the fire giants and at the beginning.
Alright, so his turn.
Okay, so go.
He can only target one creature in his range currently.
Fireball.
Fudge. Oh, that was fun. That's the end of my turn. Can't move the tracker.
Okay, well, Cabal is gonna fall back since that seems to be what the group's doing. And
Leroy is taking him on.
Well, he can't see Leroy. Like, Leroy's been missing for around since this Fire Giant 13 came and got in front of me. But yes, he was worried about the fire elemental from behind, so he comes up and takes a swipe at the good old boy. Well, that's my turn.
Okay. Is there any way to open these tanks or break them open or whatever?
Do you have anything to chop wood?
Hey, Cobalt, you damaged Fire Giant 13 and not the Fire Elemental you were hitting.
Whoops. Thank you.
Do I have anything to chop wood? No,
I have a battle axe.
I have Eldritch Blast, but have Acid Splash, but no, nothing to specifically affect the wood. Well, I could just shatter on the tanks. That would bust them open.
What do you want to do?
Well, and which tank was it that we seen the elemental in?
There's one in each.
Okay.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
My turn, I'm going to probably try to Burning Hands them to see if I can burn the wood away. So you might want to get out of the way of that.
Yeah, I'm just backing up to there. I'm going to... So you want me to hit these two? And that'll leave the one right in front of you?
Yeah, like take one and then
yeah,
the
that's
other
good.
try
Or
the
I
other.
could take two with Burning Hands also. So.
Well, I'll do that then. I don't know how to roll a save against those, so I'll just roll damage. And that's what I think they're doubled on that. Off their...
These are pretty sturdy. You did some damage. It's starting to crack. You did a crack. And which two did you do? Oh, you did there?
Yeah.
A water slams tries to hit anybody adjacent, and it launches at the dragon. Misses the dragon. Okay, are you all done?
Yep. And then the familiar will... He will just give advantage to Quaron. Well...
Quaron's invisible too.
I'm invisible. Give it to Leroy if you can.
Please don't. I give myself advantage.
Okay, well then he'll just give advantage to whoever attacks Fire Giant 15 next. How's that?
DM, were you able to fix my mistake? I had attacked Giant 15 instead of the Elemental for the damage. I had mistargeted. I had hit for 6 points of damage, so we need to remove 6 on 15 and put 6 on the Fire Elemental.
No, it's you hit 13, not 15.
I stand up. Sorry, thank you.
Okay.
Alrighty then. First attack. Oh, recklessing, of course.
Are you sure you want to be reckless?
Oh, you mind if I use that attack I made?
I didn't even see it.
It was up there during all the potions. We did it to split it up.
No.
couldn't understand if that was a yes or a no.
It's a no.
Okay. Hey, I just wasted a crit. That's why I asked. Second attack. Haste attack. And Leroy is going to provoke.
You're gonna provoke from both?
If that guy's got a 15-foot reach, sure.
Hmm.
He threw at me last time. That's why.
Yeah. Okay, his reaction's used. You're going through 13 as well?
I'm flying over them. That's why I only went 70 feet. And then I come down towards the end of 15 and drop the last 9 or so feet.
The dragon's thinking, this is a wonderful time to use that prismatic spray.
Keep thinking good thoughts, Kalu. Don't forget Leroy's there.
Alright, 23 is way down here.
I'm going to move over a little bit here. And I'm going to cast Burning Hands at these other two tanks.
Burning
See what
hands.
happens. I hope to burn away whatever the wood framing is. I'm pretty sure I can hit him from here. I can't seem to get my thing to draw, but we'll just cast it.
The middle one is damaged already.
Yep.
How big's the cone?
It's 15-foot cone. I should be able to just hit both the tanks, standing kind of in between them here like this. Thank you. I couldn't get mine to work. My connection is not very good, apparently. I'm just going to roll damage, DM. Does that work?
Yep, go for it. Boom.
I accidentally had the fire elemental targeted. Sorry about that. You can take that 9 off of him.
He didn't get
No, he
anything.
didn't take any damage.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The thing busted through, and yet
And I'm going to point at the fire elemental behind me emphatically. Go that way. Get them.
We freed you.
You're free, you're free.
So much on the tracker right now.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. I am.
Let me. Okay.
Alright. Quarian's not super excited about being left in this room alone. DM, I'm reapplying the Blade Song effect because it came off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to move 15 feet. I'm still invisible. 5, 10, 15. I'm going to attack with a booming blade with advantage against Fire Giant 15. And then I am going to use a second level slot to Misty Step over everybody. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think I can get to here.
The damage didn't apply. You might kill him. Who knows?
On
Rather
who?
than using the slot. Oh, your booming blade damage just damaged nothing.
Yeah.
What?
I've got the Fire Giant targeted, but it didn't take any of it. And I still have 25 feet left. So I will 5, 10, 15. And that is the end of my turn.
Don't forget, Fire Giant 23 takes the aura damage. He didn't take any.
Yeah, 12's within 30 of him too, so I'm sure that.
No, that was before he moved. That was what I was trying to say.
Yeah, but isn't it on the beginning of the Dawn Titan's turn they get?
Right, and it was he's moved her since the beginning of the turn.
Mm-hmm.
The only one, it was just 13 and 12 were both just outside 30. The only one that would have taken it was 23. I understand that it's there now, but it was not there at the start of his turn.
Trying to select a miniature. Where are you, Deegan?
On the Kurth. Kaluth, rather.
Yep.
He said I was up on his neck.
Yep.
But doesn't she share his immunity being riding him, so she doesn't matter anyway?
Yeah, I know, but it's still nice to do this. Make everybody roll.
Do I have to roll my concentration?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like her immunity to fire worked.
How do I spell
Because she shouldn't have taken any.
There we go. I fixed you. Anything else? Well, $15 ain't too happy with Leroy. Why do you have to be there? You are a traitor.
Don't you need to roll to hit him first?
Kaluz,
Sorry, Leroy, I couldn't haste you out of that.
Nah, it's all good, man.
at the end of the dragon turn, Kaluz stomps the ground, right? The square behind Leroy.
I suggest to the dragon, perhaps you could take lead. Leroy seems to be falling back.
Yeah, Leroy only has 154 more hit points.
Why didn't it not work? Leroy. Then it will do its utmost best to also get this elemental and get this elemental and just presence.
Hey, it's 8 o'clock. I gotta bounce. Sorry.
Oh, you can't bounce.
The portal opens up under him.
Which character is this?
Leroy.
Our one melee fighter.
No, Leroy.
Would everybody be back next week?
I will.
I might be. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, possibly.
I'm gonna give the XP right now for what you guys did fight. When you finish the battle.
Well, are we gonna continue here, or?
Fantasy Grounds could save this right here. This is not a problem.
Or
just come
would
back
you
in
like
right
to
where it is.
storyboard it?
What does storyboard it mean?
I'll get it next week then. You guys can do what you want to do. Later.
Bye, Leroy.
See ya.
Storyboard just
User disconnected from your channel.
just means
we continue with one character down, or
I not want to continue with that character down.
yeah, that's an important character. But we do have a dragon.
Unless continuing means fleeing to the next level up.
Well, or getting behind the water elementals. I mean, we can continue to fall back and see what happens. Get behind the bad dragon.
well, the dragon's in favor of getting you guys out of here. So what I mean by storyboarding is I'm gonna let me clear the.
I think he means storyboarding is he waves the rest of the fight. We take a bunch of damage, but we come through okay.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, let's do that. I'd rather see the chapter completed than not. If that's acceptable with what the rest of the group wants to do.
I'm kind of interested to fight it out.
Well, does that mean right now? Without our
Oh,
fighter?
no.
Otherwise,
right now.
Leroy is dead.
Yeah, we can't be having that.
I'd vote for call it here and start again next week in the midst of this.
Okay,
If that
so,
works for everyone.
well,
When
and
Leroy's
so-
back.
Well, when our characters, so we get to replay this chapter again, only with this DM. So if we don't connect, then we get SOL out of the chapter. Is that right? For what happens? Like if I can't connect with you guys next week?
Yeah,
Well,
if you can't
what
make
I'm
it
gonna
next week,
do-
then we gotta storyboard it if you can't make it. Because yeah, you would be SOL because you couldn't play this chapter again. Well, technically you could play this fight again because you didn't actually finish it. But the first part of the chapter, up to the point where you get down into the depths of the mines, you couldn't play that with this character.
So I'm just gonna storyboard it.
Yeah, only because I just don't know if I can be here next week with you guys or not.
Okay, so I'm just gonna storyboard it.
Well, congratulations, you just got the levels.
What happened? Kaluth on his turn, after he did that stomp, he disintegrated the giant. Does anybody have Mage Hand?
Clarion does.
Clarion grabs the conch. With the leader disposed, Titan does not continue the battle. And Leroy finishes off Giants with 1 hit point remaining. Is that agreeable?
Yeah.
So what happened with Titan?
Okay.
So I could describe it? It just dropped the conch?
No, the fire giant had the conch.
I pickpocketed the fire giant with the conch, and then the Titan lost interest.
As soon as you brought down the leader,
Which
it was no
number
longer
15?
bounded.
Oh, I see.
It goes back in. The water elemental goes back in through his portal. That was a stupid idea. They would have come out and beat you guys to a pulp.
I said several times that was a bad idea.
As the fire elemental will not go in that room because it knows what's in there. So, I'm gonna start giving out the XP and money. So, as soon as you down the leader, this whole place seems giants are at a loss and don't know what to do. So you're free to loot this place to your heart's content.
Well, we take our time methodically going from room to room.
5 items from table H. Here we go.
Yeah, not quite.
It's 10 rolls on table I.
No, it's 1 on F and 3 on D. So, is there any item you're particularly looking for in F? This is where you get to make a request.
Cabal's looking for some plate mail of some sort. And a shield. And or a shield. That's what he would be looking for.
There's only a
Troy
chain
will
and
also
scale
be
on
looking
that.
for magic. Troy will also like magic armor or shield or sword, anything like that.
+1 weapon and a +1 shield are on table F.
All these could be handy for some of us in the party.
There's also a flame tongue greatsword.
Ooh. That greatsword.
Well, the flame tongue greatsword is a very nice weapon.
So we grab all that to be divided at the end.
32,750 gold. That's your gold piece.
Well, and obviously we go back up to the first level and grab that statue that was really heavy that we didn't drag, and the other.
And now that Leroy's not here, we make him
32,000 really, 750 you're going to quibble over.
Yeah, but we're no, not at all. It's just I was just mentioning that, but isn't Leroy with us if we're storyboarding it?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Although without nearly as many potions of giant strength as he once had.
But he only had one more potion of giant size, and that blew up. That was the most important one.
Yeah.
I have one that I can give him.
Well, if I bring the Bard back, Bard's got one I can give him too.
There's a
the Bard did not
conch.
use one at the last fight, so.
Someone who hasn't completed can take the conch.
Well, I have not completed it with this character, but if one of the other characters that showed up tonight want to take the conch, I'm okay with that.
I will definitely pass on the conch. This character's bounced around from so many different chapters that I'm probably never doing the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to make it back tonight, so I'm not going to try to take it.
I'm not either. Cabal's going to pass just because he doesn't even know what the hell that thing does.
It teleports you into the Maelstrom.
Oh,
the
Lord.
home of King Hecaton, the Storm Giants.
Sounds like an endgame piece.
Oh, yeah, it certainly is.
An iron flask.
No, not quite.
Well, access to the facility is all for a group. Is that what it pretty much does? Someone that does the next chapter is going to need that? Or a other chapter?
You'll need one person in your group to have
in the party.
conch. Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
No, I'll pass. I mean, look to the rest of the group to make sure no one else would prefer it.
Well, I would definitely pass. But for those that are looking for armor or weapons that are a plus, the Sentinel Shield is also on table F. It's not +1 to the shield, but you can't be surprised. So it's kind of handy.
There's your flame tongue. There's also an ingot of skull ruin.
An ingot of what rune?
Skull
Gold.
ruin. Skull.
Oh wow, this is that's a nice sword. My God.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless
you're
you're
a great
fighting
weapon
fire
fighter.
giants. Unless you're fighting fire giants.
Yep. Well, I could
All
surely
my spells are
wield
fire,
that.
so I don't need that too.
As
How
a
do-
paladin of God, I could see how that is worth it, but let's see if anybody else is interested in it.
How do I not see the sword?
It's in the
It's
party
in the
sheet.
party sheet on
Party
the
sheet.
inventory
Got
tab.
that
It
explains it.
says great sword, flame tongue.
I see it now.
Whoa, what was that?
Someone just called. Oh, it's draconic.
Hey, I can speak that. There we go.
I could almost speak.
I can speak it.
That's what the rune does.
Well, you put that in English.
I did.
Oh, sorry.
Well, does anybody want to roll with the greatsword? Would anybody else want that? Wonderful.
No, not me.
I will take a vow to vanquish all undead with this weapon.
Just the length of that, the description of the ingot of skull rune makes me not want it.
The rune, if you have it, it's +1 bonus AC. Bonus action is shield bond. Choose a creature you see within 30 other than yourself. Until the end of your next turn, target takes is reduced by 1. But you take half the damage prevented this way.
It's really great if you're a 2-weapon fighter and you apply it to the second weapon you hold. That way you've got whatever your main hand really good magic weapon is, and then that's giving you a +1 AC on your offhand weapon.
But it only lets you put this rune on a two-handed weapon.
Ah, yeah. Yep.
No, you can put it on this. You can put it on a weapon that is that turns it into
It says
+1.
non-magical shield or handed melee.
Will it fit
Yep.
on this great flame tongue?
Has to be
No, it has to be non-magical.
non-magical.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I've been eyeing the great sword. I'm gonna go ahead and slowly reach into it, but making sure no one else wants to speak up for it before he just tries to grab anything.
I wouldn't mind having this Ingo if nobody else wants the ingot.
The great sword is all I would ever ask for out of all this wonderful treasure. It calls to me.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
He grabs the flame sword.
Because my paladin wants to run this chapter to get that particular flaming weapon too.
Everybody okay with Murgatroyd taking the ingot? Does somebody else want it?
Cabal is fascinated with the sword and
Sounds good to me.
doesn't appear to be paying attention. So yes, you're good.
Well, I'd like the ingot only for the +1 to AC, but you probably have less magic items than I do, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, I only have one permanent.
I'm not gonna overly quibble about it.
Okay, I'll grab it. Thanks.
That's
So we had one roll on table F. What was the other rolls, Jason?
Where do you,
D.
3.
3 and D.
3 on D.
3 on D.
There's your XP right there.
oh, high level.
8829. That's good EP.
No, the Titan is the major XP.
Yeah.
Considering there were 7 of you,
Yeah, that's a healthy chunk of EP.
that's awesome.
Like I said to the 3rd level character, congrats, you made at least 2 levels.
I think you're what, level 5 now?
I'll have to look to see where the...
Because that's 14,000. Wait, 6,500 for level 5 and 14 for level 6.
Yeah, he might be level 6. Depending on how far into 3 he is.
I was,
Got me up.
I just leveled
you're
11.
at 10,119 according to your XP. I'm not sure where that falls on your level chart.
I'm looking real quick in Player's Handbook.
If you'd done this first, you could have joined Cloud Giants bargain game on Sunday.
Well, this is actually great because now I can play level 5 tier 2 maps.
Yeah.
Where I've only had level 1 characters, so really this opens up more availability for me, which is amazing. I wasn't expecting this much, obviously.
And you completed chapter 8. Your notes will reflect that changes.
When you say the changes,
It means you guys got chapter 8 done.
right, correct, right. Everything that you had recapped earlier.
Yeah. So get to the end of STK, you got to do either 5, 6, 7, or 8. So
the total XP was 8K or 8,829, correct?
correct.
Not quite.
Money. Boom.
Yeah, coming up on level 6 though. Got another 4K experience to go.
There's a big amount of money.
Yes, it was a huge chunk.
That's huge.
Are we selling the rest of the items? Did someone want the Ring of Resistance? I don't know if there was anything else that was worth it.
None of these have a value. None of the only thing that have value is that potion of healing.
Well, if I'd be happy to take the Ring of Resistance, but since I've already got an item, I'd like to make sure that no one else in the party wants any of this stuff. That's obviously not... We're just going to lose it if we don't take it, correct?
Well, the potion of superior healing is going to go to Leroy since he lost a pile.
Absolutely. And give him the regular healing too. Hell, give him the fire breath. He just carries around a lot of potions.
Yeah, somebody can take fire breath. It's been in there for a couple sessions.
Hello.
Hey, William.
Hey.
I'm assuming the game is finishing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I just came in to say that I was sorry that I overslept.
It's perfectly alright.
Also, asking if tomorrow I may be late. Asking if it's okay for me to come late or should I skip the session?
It's okay to come late.
And a good end of the game.
User disconnected from your channel.
Okay.
Who wanted to change spells with me? Was that you?
Hey, it's where I actually don't have very many because I'm mainly rogue. But if I could just borrow or copy absorb elements, that would be awesome. And I only have 8 wizard spells.
You know Kaluth has a bigger spell book.
I do, but I don't think I can trade spellbooks with Kaluth because he's an NPC.
Well, you can copy from his book.
We can copy if he lets us, but we have to use downtime.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you email me Kaluth's spellbook, and then I'll see what's in it that I can copy out of it.
All right.
Yeah.
Because I gotta get going soon.
I can only copy rituals. So does anybody have any rituals of 4th level or lower?
I have all kinds